Hi, James.
Didier, how are you? Comment ça
Good,
va?
and you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. What vineyard is behind you?
The Vaudésir Valley.
Oh, Vau Désir.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, very nice.
It's great to talk to you about what's going on in Chablis at the moment because we're doing a small masterclass on on Chablis, and we have some of your wines. So tell me,
Yes.
what's going on right now in Chablis in general? Uh, Quality seems to be at a very high level. I don't see a lot of new producers. Is it pretty much more of the same? Just many good wines, good vintages?
For me, in the recent years, the quality in Chablis has improved significantly for different reasons, many reasons. Chablis, we planted vineyards during the 70s, 80s, and at this time, the yield was a little bit high. Maturity was difficult because the climate was different and the maturity was late and not very high. Today, the vines as age, the yield reduce, have fallen, and the quality increased uh, significantly. Today, global warming is very important. Maturity has are early and early. We start harvest now at the beginning of September, compare 40 years ago at the end of September or in October. Maturity are better and better, and the quality increase.
How many growers are there now in Chablis then? Grape growers.
You have in Chablis 700 producer, but only 250 produced bottle.
Right.
The other producer sell their grape.
Yeah. And also you have the Chablisien, the cooperative
La
as well.
Chablisienne, yes. La Chablisienne is cooperative,
Yeah.
and there are 200 in La Chablisienne,
Yeah.
200 producer.
But in my opinion, it's one of the best cooperatives in France.
Yeah.
Very high quality.
It's true.
So
Definitely.
that's a plus too.
Yeah. They produce a very good quality, very regular quality.
So what do you say to people when they are tasting Chablis? For you as a winemaker, what do you consider the key characteristics of an excellent Chablis? I have my own ideas, but I'd rather hear from your words.
Chablis is two important things. One grape variety, Chardonnay, certainly the most important grape variety in the world for white. And one important thing is the soil, Kimmeridgian soil from Jurassic period. It was 150 million year old. And Chablis is a unique place in the world you can find Chardonnay and Kimmeridgian. And Kimmeridgian gives the expression of Chablis, freshness, minerality, elegance. But for me, the estate is certainly the most important thing. The philosophy of the estate, the vineyard location. For example, with William Febvre, we have certainly one of the oldest vineyards in Chablis. Febvre family is William Febvre is the 13th generation of his family. And our vineyards was planted 40, 50, 60 years ago. And we have all vineyards in the best location, Grand Cru and Premier Cru. And our philosophy is sustainability. We want to preserve the location. We practice organic practice on the vineyards, and we want to have in our wines the true expression of the terroir. And for me, is a mix. The quality in Chablis is a mix of the soil, the grape variety, and the estate.
It is dominated by many top names in Chablis too. So people all know, like William Febvre or Raveneau or Dovisa, it's still dominated by big names like that. Not necessarily big in numbers of bottles, but very prestigious names. There's really probably the biggest change in my career in almost 40 years is now there's a huge difference between the top names and the, let's say, smaller producers, less known, pricing. Tell me, one thing that I think is interesting is the differences between, let's say, Grand Cru, Premier Cru, and like basic Chablis or Petit Chablis. What do you look for in the differences? Is it more texture and concentration? What do you think it is?
Yeah, we have 4-level appellation in Chablis. The first level, the base of the pyramid is Petit Chablis. Is only 1,000 hectares, is approximately 2,500 acres. Petit Chablis is produced on a Portlandian soil, on the plateau, and here this place gives fruit, freshness, but not aging potential. The heart of the area is Chablis Village. Is majority of the area is 3,500 hectares approximately, and Chablis Village is produced on 20 different small villages. Each village can give a specific typicity. Our Chablis Village are produced on the majority on the Chablis, Chablis Village. And we have some vineyards in other villages like Chiché, for example, is a late maturity terroir. This place gives very good freshness, high acidity level. And you have after the Premier Cru area, is 800 hectares in total, 40 different Premier Cru. Some of them, like Voleran, like Montée de Tonnerre, can give high quality level, very close Premier Cru and Grand Cru quality. Yeah. For example, Montée de Tonnerre is certainly the most mineral Premier Cru in Chablis, with high acidity level, very good freshness, is a place for Chablis lovers.
Yeah.
And second place is Voleran. For me, Voleran is certainly one of the best, greatest Premier Cru in Chablis. Voleran touch Grand Cru Lépreuse. And in Voleran, you have in the soil lot of marl and lot of clay with Kimmeridgian. And this place give wine with a Grand Cru structure, rich, large, with a silky taste, with high complexity and flinty notes. Beautiful terroir. It's a very small terroir, 17 hectares big, 40 acres. And we produce here only 9 acres with 8 different plots. And this place gives a great, great Premier Cru. And you have on the top of the pyramid, the Grand Cru. The Grand Cru is only 100 hectares, 250 acres in total. It's very small. It's 7 different Grand Cru. And here you have the certainly the best wine in Chablis. Some of them, you know, like Les Clos, Côte Bougreau, Lépreuse, amazing name with high quality and high complexity.
Of course, it's more than just rarity, but it's also position. But it's interesting, as you were saying, that the global warming has changed things, and we'll see if the Grand Cru are still always the best as far as exposition and making the best wines, because of course they were established, a long time ago.
Yeah, the Grand Cru area is close to the river with a steep slope, and this place gives high maturity. And in the soil, you have a lot of Kimmeridgian soil and a lot of marl. And the marl gives the structure, the density, and gives the aging potential. And the Grand Cru have a complexity and aging potential. You can keep, if you have a good cellar, the Chablis for a long time.
That's true.
10, 20, 30 years.
I agree with you.
The cellar is very important.
And that's really interesting that a lot of people forget that about Chablis, how well it ages. Obviously the Grand Cru, but also Premier Cru. And I've had wines, 40, 50 years old from exceptional vintages. And it's amazing how well they age. And a lot of times they were wines that had no barrel aging. They were even wines that had been in stainless. It just shows, like you said, the natural structure in the wines.
Yeah. Kimmeridgian soil give aging potential in our wines.
So when you say Kimmeridgian, is that a lot of it's the limestone content, or what is it?
Lot of limestone, like a small oyster.
Yes.
And when the sea in the Jurassic period, the sea covers the country here, and we can find now in the soil mix of clay, of marl, and limestone. Limestone, it's a small oyster called Exogyra virgula, very small, right. 1 centimeter high, and the typicity of Chablis wines from this limestone, from this clay. And the complexity, the density, and the elegance of our wines from Kimmeridgian.
That's why Chablis goes so well with Les Huîtres.
Yes, the best match with Chablis is seafood, is oyster, shellfish, crab, everything from the sea.
So tell me, our tasting and my tasting was 2018. It didn't quite have the power of the 2017, but it was a really beautiful and balanced wine. Tell me what happened in 18 and why it came out that way.
Yeah, for us, 18 is a great vintage. Great vintage for many reasons. It's vintage with high maturity, because during the season, the weather was rainy, not very cold, and the bud break was in the middle of April, normal date for us. We had a few nights of frost at the end of April, but with not damage. And after that, we had early flowering in May, 2-3 weeks before normal date. And after the summer was dry and hot, very hot. We started harvest 3 of September, early. 1 month before normal date, 40 or 50 years ago, very early for Chablis. And the maturity was high, but acidity was not very low. The yield was very good, very good compared 17, for example. 17, the yield was very low, and 18 had a normal yield. The grapes was perfect, no disease, no botrytis, very good grapes. And we have now a wine with a very good balance, very good maturity, rich, large, but not heavy, very good balance. And the expression of terroir is very good. For me, you have a very good difference for each terroir with minerality, with elegance. For me, I can compare 18 with 09, but 09 perhaps with a better expression of terroir.
It's true in the wines, even at this stage, they really show a lot of difference, the different villages, and that's really exciting. And they're so delicious already, but I think, they'll age very well. They're already very harmonious.
Yeah, it's a very approachable vintage now. People can have a pleasure now, but I think the aging potential will be good in this wine. Yes, it's a perfect vintage to discover Chablis.
Fantastic. Well, listen, thank you so much for the conversation. And I really look forward to catching up with you in Chablis soon. So, merci encore et à bientôt. Merci.
Thank you very much, James.